We're going to get going here shortly, ladies and gentlemen, on episode 18. Adjusting cameras, all that good, fun, jazz bullshit, so... Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wednesday night preflight, episode 18. Tonight is our second round of qualifying matches for our King of the Ring tournament coming up in 2 weeks. After this week, we have 1 week left to the big dance. As usual, it's Cobble as Cobble. Lots of interesting events happened last weekend, and we're looking to get some more this week. So far, 6 have moved on, and 6 have, got done with. And what do we got here? Oh shit, you know that music. The spins are here. It's Razor. It's tourney qualifying time, boys. Time to get me a spot in the field of 16. And Dean's here as well as DJ4X. And from what I'm told, they all have matches this particular week of this episode, so be interesting them and see how they fare to go in this tournament. And surprisingly, they don't have to face each other, which is always a good thing. But our first match of the evening is going to be coming up just after this little reset of cameras and so on and so forth. But yeah, very interesting matches last week. 6 have moved on, 6 have, failed. However, not all is lost. Like I said last week, we have coming up in our final tournament day, there is a second chance entry into the tournament that we will decipher on the week before the tourney begins. So, all not is all lost. Most think it's over. Nope, not Mick. They still got one last shot at glory. So, our first match thing is going to be Frankie Tickner. Interesting. Well, we've seen a lot about Frankie in the last couple of weeks in his undefeated streak that came to an end abruptly. But he seems to be kind of, let's call it under the gun the last couple of weeks, because the last couple of weeks he's found himself on the short end of the stick. A couple key losses and a couple victories. So, Frankie's looking to punch his ticket into that one of those spots for that tournament. His opponent is someone that he actually hasn't faced yet. And the majority of people will not recognize this is Tim Orr. He is one of our, shouldn't say new recruits, but he has been with the Federated Sons Championship Wrestling League for quite a while now. He just really hasn't been high-profile matches. But a little bit back about him, he's a traveling explorer. He's been all over the world looking at dungeons and some mysterious places that most people is. He's somewhat of a priest, like a cleric. He's one that, he's a battle cleric, we'll call it. So, he should be a very interesting match. Frankie has never faced him, so here we go, open up. Frankie opens up a couple rights, stroll, counters, and into a Russian leg sweep. Kick to the ankle. Struggling with behind, goes for another Russian leg sweep.
This match is being televised around the world.
And Frankie just runs right through him.
In over 110 countries.
Frank goes to a headlock, hits a beautifully executed scoop slam.
I have a strong feeling.
Counters another punch from Frankie into a snapmare takedown. Way early in the match to go ahead and go for a submission hold, but this is a very interesting because nobody really knows what the whole thing about Tim Orr is. And his moveset or anything, he hasn't been on actually pre-flight TV. So he goes for a wrist lock. And Frankie counters with a belly-to-belly suplex. That looked nasty. But goes behind on Stroll. And electric chair set up. Hits it. Another particular move we don't see Frankie use very much often. But hey, what the hell. Kick to the midsection. Goes to a wrist lock. Into bicep, taking shots at Tim's arm. Stroll comes back here with a kick to the midsection, goes behind, and Frankie gets another teardrop suplex. Stroll's trying to get out of the box, just no luck, but gets behind Frankie. It's a Russian leg sweep. Another one. But yeah, this is actually Stroll's very first match, and I talked to him earlier in the match, and he said he's happy to finally be on TV and show off his talent. So Frankie goes into a high angle net breaker, and I guess Frankie doesn't take Stroll very seriously, but goes into a camel clutch. Stroll's going to the ring and gets out of it. Stomp missed, and Frankie hit that left hook, but then couldn't get her. Another snapmare takedown from Stroll on Frankie. Frankie gets out of that one. That was kind of trouble territory, but Frankie goes to a headlock, counters into a wrist lock, and big back body drop. Stroll punches Frankie right in the midsection. There goes a wrist lock. Stroll counters into his own headlock. Frankie counters out of that into his own headlock. Nice snapmare toss. And oh Jesus. Frankie hits the Chewy combination. That Chewy rush. It's going to be over. One. Stroll kicks out at one. Goes a wrist, goes behind on Frankie into a headlock. Another stiff high elbow drop. Elbow right to the jaw. Frankie counters that wrist lock into a go behind. Spins Stroll around. Throws Stroll into the corner and hits that shoulder thrust. Two of them. Kick to the midsection just for adding insult to injury. Stroll looks kind of stuttered, but goes behind him and gets that takedown. Stroll hits the field breaker, trying to swing the momentum back his way. Kick misses, goes to a headlock on Frankie. Throws Frankie into the corner. Stroll hits that forearm. Good God. And what in the actual hell? Jesus, that's a hammerlock submission hold. And Frankie gets out of it. Goes for a punch, countered it. And a little mozzarella counter. Or that wrist lock from Frankie. And Stroll gets out of it. Beautiful mozzarella candle roll up there. And Stroll hits that knee breaker. Steps on Frankie. Frankie rolls low, kicks the midsection, and oh crap. Here's the bowcaster! Frankie hits the bowcaster. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Frankie punches his ticket over into our tournament within 2 weeks. Very valiant effort by Stroll. But as we've seen before, Frankie hits that bowcaster it's lights out, ladies and gentlemen. So sadly, Frankie moves on and Stroll falls, but he's still got a chance to get involved. And our cameras are going backstage for right now. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's Razor and 4X. Oh, yeah. DJ says that DJ 4X has got Max's Slane to fight tonight. So, all chatting back and forth. So, good luck tonight. So, Razor's match is up next. And nice little fellowship of the spins right there. So Razor's match is up next. And as he said, Razor's against a very interesting opponent, Marsh. Very contracting styles here. We know Marsh had the long-ass win streak couple for several months on pre-flight. And now Razor is coming in to take him on. So this might be an all-out, drag-out brawl between these two. You got the brawler in Marsh, and you got the high-fly risk-taker in Razor. So this should be a pretty much interesting match. And as I said last week, all these qualifying matches are Falls Count Anywhere matches. Add a little flavor to it. So, as Razor makes his way down to the ring, we've seen Razor do some very interesting matches and his ability in the ring. When those fatal four-ways that we had with the 7 double spins. So it should be an interesting attempt for Razor and Marsh today. We'll see if the conflicting styles can outdo each other, because it's going to be very good all the way around, ladies and gentlemen. So. And today we have, I believe, 6 matches. So. We know at least 3 of those have the 7 deadly spins in them, so it'll be a very full card like usual, ladies and gentlemen. And as Marsh makes out his way down to the ring, and Marshall's after his undefeated streak, when he got snapped, he kind of fell, he lost a few steps, but pretty much regained his winning ways, and he's still looks good in the ring. So this should be an interesting match here, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about styles clashing, so shit. It's gonna be good. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
This should be an awesome matchup between these two men. Neither individual is going to back down.
In the center of the ring lockup, and Marsh wins this battle, goes behind. Beautifully hitting just suplex right out the gate. Marsh kicks him in the midsection, goes to that wrist lock, goes to a hammer lock, and just starts attacking that bicep of Razor. Marshall throws Razor into the corner, and Razor counters and just throws him in. Here's that a high double knee drop right off Razor's. And hit the damn lights in that one. Throws Marsh into the corner. Bounces him out the corner turnbuckles. Kick to that hamstring. Goes to headlock. Marsh counters into a wrist lock. Goes behind. Razor counters that as well. Marsh counters that. And it's a stalemate. So very interesting. There it was that running high knee. And Razor hits that spinning neck breaker and hits the Hurricanrana. I should say the Frankensteiner. Goes for a second one.
Ramirez into the headlock.
Goes for the headlock. Marsh counters with a wrist lock. Spins Razor through. Throws him to the ground. Picks him back up. Kicks to the midsection. Goes back to the headlock. Razor counters that into his own headlock. Marsh counters that into a hammer. No, wrist lock. My bad. And arm drags him down on the ground. Very technical wrestling because Marsh knows he's got to keep the high flyer grounded. Hits a sharp shin breaker there. Goes into a headlock. And there's a pull back high knee. God, Razor knees always come up to visit people like that. And another Hurricanrana. God, Marsh is just bouncing out there. A nice little combination there. Kick and arm leg drop. Hits that spinning leg drop. Marsh sidesteps. And Razor hits that double high end knee. Facebuster pulls Marsh up and puts him into that kind of that triangle. And drops the elbow straight to the frickin' Marsh's face. Marsh is like really, he underestimated Razor a little bit, but Razor goes behind, grabs the wrist, and Marshall hits the a toe drop. Goes that wrist lock. Razor hits that pull back into another drop toe hold. And Marsh goes behind and hits that sleeper slam. Punch to the midsection. Another high, just a couple combination punches there. Hits a fireman carry on Razor. Drops the elbow. And Marsh goes to that wrist lock. Razor counters that into a hammer lock. Pushes Marsh away. Hits in, runs into a hip toss. Drops the elbow, misses. Goes behind. Razor counters that into his own wrist lock. And another elbow right to the throat. Razor misses that spinning leg drop again. Clips Marsh on that one. Goes for that hamstring kick again. Marsh says, fuck that shit. Goes on a single leg Boston Crab in the center of the ring. Razor gets out of it. Razor rolls Marshall. And goes into a camel clutch, but the ropes are right there. Goes to a headlock. Throws Marshall into the opposite corner. And Marshall turns the tables. Picks Razor up. And a punch to the face. Superplex. Beautifully executed by Marshall there. Marshall locks up, throws the bullet, hits that pullback clothesline, and now Marshall's going outside. No, God damn it, leave my table alone! Jesus, man. Marshall hits a right punch to his face, kick. Marshall hits that running clothesline, another running clothesline. And good, just Marshall just beating the shit out of Razor outside. Picks up, Razor counters that, hits another running knee. And hits a scoop slam, drops an elbow. Razor avoids the elbow drop and runs into a clothesline. Another kick to the hamstring. So Marshall goes behind, spins him around, throws him on the table. And Marshall, Jesus Christ, here it comes. Marshall's going up top. Hits the flying elbow, ladies and gentlemen. Damn it, what a shot. Well, we got to go to break, so here's the cover. Razor catches out. We're going to break. We'll be right back.